What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Believe, and we're back with another banger. We're gonna jump right into it, but before we do, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 10 likes and turn on your noti. That's gonna help the algorithm know we're here to stay. Other than that, 2K Builder info is out. Courtside report, man, it's beautiful, man. I'm impressed with what 2K is doing with us right now. I'm going to tell y'all quickly about the animation glossary so we just know what's going on right away. Currently, right now, if you wanted to make a build and anything you needed to do, you're no more guessing. Like all that guess stuff we be doing, trying to figure out, wait, what's the animation that's going to work for this? Or what attribute should I put? We're not figuring out none of that anymore. It's just going to be handed to us right away, right? So now, instead of us guessing on stats and all that, like a Steph Curry jumper or like a Kyrie dribble package, 2K actually just shows you the exact requirement for every animation in the game, literally, right? So all you got to do is just search the name or by rating. So for example, if my 6'6" point guard, I made a 6'6" point guard and I wanted to find out if you can get the Ja Morant dunk package, I just got to look it up. I'm not even guessing no more. And I think this is the favorite part for me when it comes to the animation glossary that they added. This, for me, takes away a lot of stress from the casual, and I love my casuals, man. I love all your supporters, because you guys come on the game to just enjoy the game. You're not sweating the game like me a little bit. You're just having fun, and that's what I want the game to have, just to keep the quality of what it is. Now we got a big one also called the Build by Badges, right? Build by Badges is basically the idea of where you are trying to put in attributes to get a badge. 2K said, you know what? I'm going to flip it. Click on the badge you want, and I'm going to tell you what attributes you're going to need for that badge. And I think that kind of makes sense. It's a lot more convenient. I think what 2K has done with the builder is just more convenient. It's no much hassle. Like, obviously, it doesn't bother us in any way, but it's just more convenient for the casual person to understand what they're trying to do, So you click on a badge, and it just tells you the attributes you need for that badge. And I think that in itself is a huge shift for the community, just to make it easier for us, So, when you pay money for the game, you know it's exactly what you imagine it to be. And I think that's what it's about. So the Build by Badges, huge. And then now we're going to talk about scouting report. Man, they're trying to make this real life. I mean, me who I play college, I play pro. Man, nothing better than a scouting report, man. You just know exactly what you're expecting. And I think that's what 2K is trying to put for us right now, where if you made a build, for example, you made a guard, and the guard doesn't have playmaking, I think it's going to pop up and show, even when you're making the build, that, hey, like, this build is going to be, weak on playmaking. Or if you made some of you guys who like to make those ISO 7-footers and you don't put rebounding, it's going to let me know that I will be dogging you, basically. So, scouting report, another W to this. Now, we're going to talk about build specialization, because that's my kind of thing. And I feel like this part of it is going to be so underrated. And I laugh at people, man, when the time comes. So basically what this is going to do for you is you're going to pick a part where you want your build to specialize in. And this, if you grind it, it's going to open up a huge part of the game for you, like your max +1 and max +2. Can you imagine having max +2? Are you crazy? Man, and all this, you just got to grind, I think, some quest about it, and it's going to help you. Obviously, you're going to be doing your rep in the process, but this is going to help make your build a specialized, killer in a part of the game. Like, for example, you have like a Klay Thompson build, like a two-way build. Now you specialize in shooting. Only God knows what's going to happen, dude, because now you're going to get rewards on your attributes, right? And you're going to get badges, upgrades. You're going to get so many things. Your unique archetype names. You can actually change your name in this part. Man, I can't wait for this part, man. W's to 2K on build specialization. And then now we look into badge perks and accelerators, right? So I just talked about max +1 and max +2. That is one of the additional perks that was added, which is the max +2. We used to max +1. So now you have a badge on gold. You can get that badge to legend just like that. I think it's insane. And then some of the perks that, we didn't really look into last year because, we have a new blah, 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 blah. We're not paying attention, but we got hot start Takeover Surge. We got Clutch Gene. These are all different perks, especially the hot start. Back in the days, man, like everybody would equip that hot start badge. I forgot what 2K. Y'all put it in the comment what 2K was, but we have hot start, man. Once you make that one shot, that first shot, oh my god, man, you're reigning the whole game. But obviously some people, not so good. It still miss, but it is what it is. But like, man, this part of it, I think is gonna be huge and it's gonna be fun. Now let's look at our rebirth. There's how do I put it? Yeah, there's like, I guess, two sides to it. There's where you hit the silver rebirth at 90 overall, right? But I think this one is a little bit more bigger, right? And better, because now you also get the badges, right? So, and I'll explain a little bit, because we already talked about this before last year. Yes, you do get the badges at silver, even if you get a 99 overall rebirth. You still get your badges on silver. Now, I think they're now adding where your gold, Hall of Fame, and legend rebirth, you can now get those badges once you hit, I think, 95 overall. So when you hit 95, you can get any of them, basically. So now, instead of grinding the whole thing, now you don't gotta grind. So your second build, your third, your fourth, and whatever it is, you don't gotta grind the badges anymore, because normally when you hit rebirth, you get all the badges at silver. Now if you pass 95 overall, you can get all of them at legend, basically. So now you just make a build, all your badges is ready to go, and I think that's insane. Now the last part I'm going to talk about is the cap breakers. Man, the cap breakers has been revamped. It's still similar, but it's been revamped in a way where, it was very interesting when I was looking at it, but then it started to make more sense. So with the way it is now, I guess they kind of reward smart upgrades, if I want to put it that way. So if you use a cap breaker on one of your weak attributes, you get a bigger boost, if you get what I'm trying to say. Some even up to like double digits upgrade. So but you'll still be limited, don't get me twisted, but it's like interesting. So I'll give you an example. So if you maybe made a 44 free throw build and then you put one cap breaker, it would not just count as one going into 45. It will now go maybe 55 or 60, but then as you go up in the attribute, it reduces how much more cap breaker that one will convert into, basically, if you understand what I'm trying to say, right? So if my attribute on something is 90, maybe I will only get one cap breaker per upgrade, right? We get 5 in each slot, so I can only put 5, and that gets me to 95. But if I made my attribute maybe a 50, then when I put one cap breaker in, that cap breaker will be equivalent to 10, so I get 60 on that, and then maybe 65, and then like all the way like that. But that's what I'm trying to say, man. Like it's pretty interesting. I wonder how we're gonna be able to exploit this, but I think there'll be ways. But we need to also see what thresholds of things are. You don't know if you need 99 free throw like last year. Just so you don't miss any. It's easier to time now. Can you actually time your free throws out? Honestly, man, I think this will be huge and fun for us to enjoy. Big shout out to 2K, all my devs on that fuck with me. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Turn on noti. Let's get this to 10 likes, and tell me which 2K was your favorite. Right now, with all this news y'all are getting, y'all gotta tell me in the comments, what's your favorite 2K? Other than that, y'all stay safe, peace, and love.